Hello one, hello all the ladies and gentlemen, the boys and the girls watching out there in YouTube land. Welcome from Broken to Worlds, where I train myself from being injured, particularly in my knees, to qualifying to the 2027 World Highland Games Championship. I'd like to give a little ode to Chuck Norris. He actually played a role in my training history. The first home gym I had was the old Total Gym. And they still sell them. And apparently it's the #1 selling home gym piece of equipment in history. And, but I bought that, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. That was my home gym. And that's kind of, it's not how I got started in training, but that's how I got started in home gym training. So yeah, he's passed on in Hawaii apparently. So my heart goes out to the Norris family and friends and anybody who's mourning his loss. And yeah, so moving on to my workout. These are my 405 reps, and they went pretty good. I think I'm going to, for the next little bit until I'm in my in-season training, I'm going to go up by 10s. I only have like a week, maybe 2 weeks left of this program. So I'm going to try to eke out as much strength out of it as I can, a little bit. So instead of going up the usual slower 5-pound increments, I'm going to go up by 10. I think I got some room to do that. If I don't, then I'll just, slow it down and go by 5s. And I think I'm going to do the same thing for the squats as well. Did 315 last time, and I think I'll go up by 10s. But again, if that proves too big of a jump, which it might be, we'll see, then I will readjust accordingly. Because I don't want to get injured, but I do want to try to inch out as much strength as I possibly can. So this is my singles day for my shoulder press. Shoulder press, I will not be jumping up that quickly because I don't think I have as much room to grow that quickly. So I'm actually only going to be moving up 2.5 pounds per exercise. But these are my singles, and I'm doing 202.5. And so next time I do the singles will be 205. And yeah, they went pretty good. No real issues or complaints. The form was generally pretty good. Some of them were a little sticky, but I got all 7 of them. And that turned out really good. Good presses. I used to... This is not the strongest my press has been in my life. I used to have just a bit higher pressing power than here. A little trip. But a little bit more of a pressing power. But this is pretty good. This is pretty high up for me, historically speaking. And I was hoping to be a bit higher this year than I ended up being. But it'll be next year to try next off-season training. Here's my chin-ups. The greatest lift that I do, or otherwise known as the most frustrating lift that I do. Probably because I'm not very good at them, as you can kind of see. But again, that doesn't mean I shouldn't do them. Here's my calf raises. Can't really see me doing that. You just kind of see my back, but I put the dumbbells, 80 pounds each, on my knees and then bust off. I think I was doing 13. Next time I'll do 14. And all the way up to 15, but probably stay at 15. But as I said, this part of my off-season training is going to be coming to an end soon. I'm really starting to look forward to the change. Kind of makes doing these exercises a bit, takes a little bit more willpower to do it, because I am excited about the change up. When the time comes, which is probably in April, I'll be getting the injections in my knees. Hopefully that'll calm them down, and we'll have a better season than last year. Last year, usually I placed in the top 10 in Canada for Masters, but I think I was 12th or something. So I dropped down a lot because of my knee. Yeah, usually I'm in the around 5 or so. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing of a season last year. I had to drop out the second half because I'd go to a games and then I just was in so much pain for a couple of weeks after. So I'm hoping the injections will help deal with that. My knees are in a much better state than they were last year, so that's the good news. That even if I weren't to get the injections, I would be doing a much better season than I was last year. All right, so this is kind of the variation. As you know, or as you can see, the top end of my chin-ups are pretty poor. So what I did is I put a heavier band. I raised it up a little bit. And then just kind of lived in the top part of the chin-up. Did 6 reps. But I just kind of lived up there instead of going all the way down. So I'm hoping that will help with my getting a more full range of motion with my chin-ups. Yeah, you can see how that works there. That's my plan. That's my modification I alluded to earlier. All right, guys. See ya.